Well, vibe coding tools are quite ubiquitous, and a lot of times it's difficult to decide which AI tool that you should be using to start building your own websites or apps. Like you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, GitHub Copilot, or Claude, or you can use Cursor, Anti-Gravity, V0, Bold, and many others. There are plenty of options out there, but there is one that catches my attention, and the name is Orchids.app. And disclaimer, I'm not being sponsored by this company, but I just thought that this concept is pretty interesting. So basically, in most vibe coding tools, you can pay extra like subscription, maybe $20 a month to get more credits. But here in Orchids, you don't have to, because you can bring your own API keys. Even better, you can bring your existing AI subscription. It could be from ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, GitHub Copilot, or Claude. And basically, Orchids will orchestrate some of these AI tools to do the work. It's going to be utilizing the credits from your existing AI subscription, which is, I think, a great idea. You don't have to pay or spend extra for another AI tool. You can just get the most out of your current or existing AI subscription. So that's a clever idea, and that means you don't have to pay anything to this AI tool. Now, you might be wondering, why not just using existing subscription to build apps or websites, basically doing the code with your AI subscription? Well, you can do that, but what Orchid's trying to offer, as far as I can understand, is it is trying to be as easy to use as possible. I mean, you can use it to build websites, mobile apps. You can use it to write some Python code. It can also create a Chrome extension or a video game. And by the way, they also have the desktop app version. If you want to create an even more complex app, you can use the desktop web version. But even when you look at the interface of the desktop version, it is basically the bare minimum. It is not as complicated as Cursor or Anti-Gravity, where you are expected to understand the code. But here in Orchids, you don't have to. They're actually trying to make the process of building apps to be as simple as possible. It will handle the front end and also the back end of your app, and that's actually quite an interesting idea. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can basically use Orchids app, how you can connect your existing AI subscription to this AI platform and start building something from just an English or plain English description. So you can navigate to Orchids.app, and then you can create a free account. And if you want to connect your existing AI subscription, you can click this and then go to settings, go to models, and then scroll down a bit. Right here under the subscription section, you have the option to connect your ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, Google's Gemini, or Claude Code to this AI platform. So it is going to be utilizing the AI tool from one of these AI tools. Now, the method to do so will be different from one tool to another. Like if you want to connect to ChatGPT, then you can do it by email or something. Basically, just follow the instructions on the screen. It's very, very simple. But sometimes you can only use it via the desktop web version. The desktop app version. Like if you want to use the Gemini subscription, then you have to download the desktop version of Orchids. And then let me just navigate to settings. So here under models, I can click Google Gemini, just click connect. There is also Claude Code, but the process will be different. So just do a quick demo on Google Gemini, but I believe the process will be very, very simple. So I just need to verify my account and just connect my Google account with Orchids. And there you go. Now my Gemini account is connected, so it can start utilizing the Gemini subscription to start building apps or doing some code. Well, here I'll just use the desktop web version. I think that's just I just want to build a simple web app. So right here, you can describe the app that you want to build. I have a prompt that I have prepared earlier before making this video. So let me just copy it. Okay, so this is an app, and I'm trying to create an app called Stena that will help people to be more active when they are working, especially sitting a lot on a desk. Let me just clean it. Okay, so maybe one thing that I kind of don't like about Orchids is that you cannot really choose the model. Like, yeah, I mean, there are plenty of things that they can choose, but these options are only possible if you subscribe to their subscription. But there is no dedicated menu or button that let you choose the subscription that you want to choose. So that's really kind of strange. I don't really understand it. It's just not as intuitive. But usually if you select auto, it will just default to your key or to your AI subscription. Now, after that, after you have prepared the prompt and the assets, then you can click this to create a project and just wait. And let me tell you that it is very independent. Usually by just sending one prompt, it will start doing everything from start to finish. And again, you are not expected to understand the code. It is a good thing to understand the code, but you don't have to. This is really designed to be a vibe coding tool. It is not mainly created for developers. It is mainly created for founders, for marketers, for average everyday people, I would say. So the way it presents itself is quite simple. So even though I haven't played around much with Orchids, I can tell that it is way simpler, way less complicated like Cursor or Anti-Gravity. Now it might take a while because, well, it is a very specific prompt, but anyway, I'll just skip a word and I'll show you the final result. Alright, so finally it's done. There was some complication when launching or testing the app, but finally I got it. So yeah, this is the app that can be used for helping people to stay active when working in front of a computer. And honestly, there are many things that I need to improve, but as you can see, it is able to build the app. Now, if you look closely here, it doesn't use any of my credits. So if you sign up as a free user, you will get 100,000 credits, which sounds a lot, but actually it's not. And as you can see here, it's not using any of that because again, it is utilizing my ChatGPT or Gemini subscription. So this is the result. And after that, you can share it. You can upload the repo to GitHub. You can share it. You can also deploy it via Vercel. This is one example of a e-bike calculator that I just published on Vercel. I just deploy using Orchids, and yeah, it's very simple. Just click deploy and it will take care of everything. That's actually quite nice. Now, there are some problems. There are some downsides because it's not a perfect app. Like, at the moment, you can only create up to 3 projects if you are in the free plan. So once you reach 3 projects, then you cannot create more apps. So you have to delete one of them. And also, you cannot download the code. Like if you click this button, if you want to download the code, it has to be in the Pro account. And yet you can actually see the code. I mean, you can copy and paste them manually. Okay, it doesn't load, but if you open the desktop app version, it's possible to clone it and then save the code to your computer. I don't know, that's kind of strange, but yeah, that's a few limitations that you need to know. But as a tool that is right now ranked #1, and it is actually higher than Claude, Google, ChatGPT, I think this is actually a worthwhile app to try. And I mean, if you struggle with vibe coding and many apps seems to be too complicated, then I think you can start using Orchids as alternative. I would say this is way simpler. It's not as demanding as other apps, and I can vouch for that. So yeah, go ahead and try this app, and I hope you learned something from this video. And if you still want to learn other things about AI, then go ahead, check out this video up here, and I'll see you there.